good afternoon, good evening. No matter your time and your location, above like you know. Biafra, that make around where Ahamwo Biafra must go. Or Aham Biafra must go. I'm a Johana now wound. Biafra news Aquariano. Ndi Nigeria terrorists, Ndi Nigeria Zoom. Ane Buhari news. Na Janto de Yahoo. Na ha patago Janto de Yahoo. Aka. Na Janto de Yahoo. Na he buolie. N'ụbọchị taa mawo 22nd of September 2025. Kama agụnụ ụbọchị taa ma na Janto de Yahoo. Nigeria Zoom. Enweta heji here, he arrest. He bu kwani ya. Unna dukwa ndị Nigeria Zoom. Na batna. Oma hejire. Oma haji Janto de Yahoo. Oma he arrest. Heji nu picture. Full picture. And akwa oyi he may arrest. And akwa oyi he buo ya dịka ha kwụsọ he buolie. Unne chekwa echiche. Unne Buhari news. Ma ndị niile wo ụmụ Biafra ha na-aṅụ awụli elu na Janto de Yahoo na-egbuoli ya na Janto de Yahoo na-ejidele ya. Janto de Yahoo enwe onye ọbụla gburu ya nụ. Nwekwara onye ọbụla gidere ya nụ. Ala egide ikuku n'aka ụmụnne masị m ka m jụ na ikuku ala egide ya n'aka. Ikuku na mmanụ ọnya. Ndị Zoom filia na dat na ha ga-egbulu Janto de Yahoo. Ha ga-epuzo gbuo Chukwu Oke Abịama. Oma ha ga-egbuli Chukwu Oke Abịama. Una amata na gadat na ha ga-egbuteli Janto de Yahoo. Oma ha ga-egideli Chukwu Oke Abịama n'aka mee arrest. Una amata na dat na ha ga-egideli Janto de Yahoo n'aka mee arrest. Ndị Nigeria zuru bara n'ime akụ. Lere na ya dị mmadụ. Lere innocent soul. Ụmụ nwaanyị abụọ n'ụdị a. Ụmụ agbọghọ ọbịa gbagbu ise. Lekwu na ọnwụ ndị no Janto and the men ya ka ha gburu. Ashe dị ha. Janto de Yahoo na ebe ọ nọ na treatment. Kemgbe ndị Nigeria terrorists, bandit gbakọrọ aka with ndị politician wee nye ha poison. Your commanders of Biafra nyahụ poison mana ekele dịrị Chukwu. Biafra sa amasị unu keleme Chukwu na one of the commanders n'ime ndị nye poison o nwetara onwe ya ọ recoverala. Otu onye ka ha commander ka echere kọfụkwa otu ndị ọzọ some of commanders ndị ọzọ ga-ejikwe gbakekwe. Very soon oge adịghị anya unu ga-anụ olu Janto de Yahoo n'okwu olu General Kutuzo with your commanders ndị ọzọ. Unu mata ndị niile ha chịrị ọchị, ndị niile ha ṅụọ ọṅụ wụ enemies of Biafra. Biafra must go. Ọwa aha mụ Biafra must go. Eji m ohere n'ala agwa unu asụlụ ụbọchị nta ka a chọọ na Owerri nchi. Udo dịrị unu.
Now, there's this news that been flying left, right, hand, and center. People have said that Janto Yahoo have been sentenced to judgment. That his second, because after a few days, they started saying that his second has not. They have also sent him to judgment as well. Like you are seeing on your screen now. This is a post that somebody made claiming the same thing. But one thing they don't want to tell you is that it's not about making some claim. It's about being realistic. Like I always tell you, you can cook up story. You will wake up and say, that you know Butozo, you know Chris Mamusa, you know their wife and their children, you know their village, you know their town. It is easy to say. But when it comes to reality, facts, you also have something to present. Do you understand? Now, some people see it as a rumor. Some people say, some people actually believe it. I watched a video of one of the Afonja, that have been working hard in Nigerian news platform to air his hate on Igbo people. He pretend that he's building he's a national man, a statesman. This man called Deji, or whatever he called himself. That was the time he visited Enugu State. We went there to see the governor of Enugu State when PM was here. He was still here, and there was a time Enugu State wanted to be the leader of those or leader of those campaigning against sit at home. He went there asking governor a question, a kind of motivating governor and all that. We saw through what he was trying to do there. But that's not the story why we were here this morning. He claimed that he was giving them how the military operation took place, how the man worked 4 hours or how many hours they want for them to get to where Jet is in the bush. But what surprised me that inside the bush, there's a building that half ceiling. That story did not add up to me. Do you understand what I'm talking about? Like somebody trek 4 hours. 4 hours to where Jet is, according to him. And they started exchanging firepower. And before they know it, there had no other option than to say the building ablaze. The question is, that a bush or forest that took you 4 hours should be very, very thick, isn't it? So who built a house there that has ceiling and everything there? I don't know if you're following what I'm saying. And in that place, according to them, they spy people and everything, and his second in command of Gentle Ejemeko, according to them, is a victim. All right. So, but they won't tell you after giving you stories of what happened in the southeast, after what happened with them and Biafran Liberation Army, and anything they want to call them and all that. I was expecting them also to keep on reporting, to report also what happened, what is going on in Yoruba land, how people are protesting about the Fulani invaders, how they are not even protesting, they are crying out, not protesting. Then in the north, no, they don't deliberate more the consequences and what it means to strike a deal with that well-known terrorist. The terrorists that are modernized as bandit. So, and Shegumi is moving freely, requesting on how to negotiate and how to pamper the terrorists. None of them use their platform to expatiate on the content of that statement. Imagine, for example, even now that IPB have not been labeled anything like terrorism, not even their actions shows that they are terrorists. Nobody in the Biafra land, they know that nobody has done what they can beat on their chest and say this is an act of terrorism. Not at all. In fact, talking about terrorism, trying to label, even mentioning terrorism after or before mentioning IPB of Biafra can only happen in Igbo land. Imagine calling OPC a terrorist. You think Yorubas will just fold the hand up. I'm not talking about Yorubas on the street. I'm talking about the elite. They won't take it with you. They won't. You dare not. You can't do that. You might attempt to do it, but it's even impossible when it has to do with the northerners. Imagine if I'm not talking about all the leaders of bandits. I'm talking about one of their soldiers, the atrocities of remove bandits away, remove Bugaram, remove Iswap, remove ISIS, remove all these terrorist groups in the north. Focus on herdsmen, headers alone, carrying cow. Imagine if they are Igbo race. You see, the federal government and even our brothers in Senate would have, in fact, let me just bring it to you. Igbo's senators from Southeast would have just, present a bill, and that bill would be to stop Igbo people from even having anything like cow anymore in Nigeria. I'm not talking about helping them to build ranches. No, I'm talking about to stop them from running cow, from even having anything farm. And even if you have built your own ranches, federal government will use the opportunity to place a heavy tax sponsored by Igbo senators. That's how life is. To be an Igbo is one of the most difficult things to be in this surface of earth. You will see your own father in his Senate house telling other nations, other tribes how to deal with you. That is what you are facing as a people, and that is why when I hear some people talking about how to make Igbo people, you have to contest for election and win election. You go to red chamber or Harun chamber, begin to question them. Well, we gave you so much to really constituency. You know how that Ganja man was talking and saying it on his video. These are things you can only see in Igbo land. You can't see it, not even in the job. People will not accept that. You just close to Igbo people. Even some people say they're Igbo, some say they're not, but I'm not here for that. You can claim whatever you want to claim, but you see, even if it's one state that is Igbo land, there I am. All right, whether it's a dot in a circle, half dot in a circle, one spot circle, and one drop a circle, whatever you want to call it, I'm proud of where I come from. Very, very proud. But that does not mean that I have to overlook or turn blind eyes on the atrocities and wickedness and senselessness of our people who claim to have chance and power to excel in Nigerian political circle. So we know that they are the major problem, with a flavors. The flavors can come from different angles. Those who become a flavor based on the money that position promised them, like the one is going on in Anambra State. I was told that Soludo somehow has shared money to some bloggers. So I don't know how true this is, but that's a rumor though. But when you look at what the ganja man who came from Okija, the one that bragging that Master Kano they should release him and he will come out and face the charges and face the trials and face nonsense. No, I'm not talking about the one in hiding in Abuja. I'm not talking about Udele, claiming that he's gonna buy his father, papa, and all that. These are things you will see in Igbo land, in Igbo race, ignoring their problem to tackle their brothers. That's how bad it is, like I said. But the story is this: it is good to label anybody whatever you want to. It's up to you, but God has a final say. Why do I say so? The post from this man here, all right. When you look at it, you think that if a Fulani man made a comment, or maybe Yoruba man made a comment, because you can see his cap here, he's dressed like Yoruba, he's in a Yoruba attire, look at him, he's Igbo man. I told you, and read the comment here. Listen, I'm not here to promote violence, whether a Jebe cop or agent to commit any crime or buy anybody. My own is, I always want to base my topic, my claim, evidently. Show me what you have, with what you said you best have done, then I will listen to you. You don't just wake up because you hate Mr. A and you begin to talk about how bad he is. Maybe, that that the way he walks, he looks like he carries one deadly disease that can be transmitted to other people, that if you say hi to him, that is cool, you may be contaminated. Don't say hi to him, don't handshake, don't greet. This disease that this guy is carrying on, it can be transferred to you simply because you said hi to him or her. That is how they will cook up. So just trying to make it believe that is real. But whether it is real or not, my own, like I said, bring the evidence. There are some things that Jamaica and Jet have said that is uncalled for. There's something some clip that you have seen that doesn't watch it. All right. But for a fact that some people who have been waiting for them, like Ebek Wedike of this world, calling for their head before any so-called evidence surface on social media, they are the one promoting and shouting about. That's why I think that is of no point, going through that way, but going through that method. But this hour, I want to pay attention to the post before you on your screen now. You can see. Just in, he said, this of September, the date is, he made this post on September 18, 2025. Okay? And he said, just in, Oyekachi Isaac, known as Njemeko, second in command to dreaded IPOB terrorist Nafia, he labeled it terrorist. Igbo man, gentle, the Yahoo, reportedly pied. Well done to the Nigerian army with a handshake. Okay, well done. And the same people, if they can say this well done, that means they must have said well done to Nigerian army the day they buy 28 people in Master Mekano's home, Igbo people. Like I said, I don't promote killing. If Jamaica is involved in kidnapping or in anything, let him face the law. Let him face the consequences. I'm not here to, because you are saying Biafra. That means if you're talking about Biafra, you go and rob people and burn house and kidnap people, I should be clapping for you. No. I told you, I'm not those who massage crime because somebody, your favorite man, is involved. No, I'm not. Even if it's my father is involved in kidnapping or killing of anybody, let the God of land, go after that person. You don't kill innocent people for no reason. Agitation don't require you to buy people, and that's why Mazda should be distant from any crime of anybody, because they don't live with anybody. But those linking it every day and night, to them, you are doing it deliberately because you know the truth. And that goes to the IPOB US agitators who are, very, very blind and senseless. Why do I say so? Just take a look at this story. Imagine somebody who claimed that he loved Madam Mekano so dearly. Madam Mekano is the right person, is the best. And as you are doing that, as you are shouting that, you are, on the other hand, calling for the head of PM, Mansa Marepa, because he's a Kurima, he's a terrorist. Then when your head use the same analogy, your judgment, the same thing, the same statement that you use to condemn Simon Ekpa, Biafran Prime Minister. Yeah, use it to Mansa Marepa. You say, no, this time, leave me alone, he's different from you. Are you not stupid? Really, are you not actually stupid? If you're not mature enough, stay clear. Leave people who know the truth, who understand, who can accept their mistake and forge ahead. You cannot fight for freedom when you know your own mistake. It doesn't work that way. Just like when you are a liar, you are good at telling lies. Everything around you, you must twist it to become a different issue, and you want people to believe you, to follow you, to listen to you. When you know that you are a well-known liar, you lie a lot, you lie for a living. How can people take you serious? How can people take you serious when they know that you're a liar? It doesn't make sense, and that's why they're making their own freedom more difficult, because they're, in fact, I sometimes I am tempted to believe that they're doing it deliberately, because they want to make sure that they're actually working hard to keep myself kind of them. Because if not, how can you just know for a fact that this is what these people want? They want you to behave like this. They want you to be like this, and you are working, you are doing what they're doing in line with what they want. That makes you what? Think about it.